The man who helped unlock the secrets of time also claimed that God was just a myth. There is no heaven, he once declared. But eventually, time ran out, and what happened next might make you rethink everything. Watch this to the end, not for him, but for you. Stephen Hawking wasn't just brilliant, he was magnetic. His mind kept pushing the boundaries of science, even as his body failed him. At just 21, he was diagnosed with ALS. Doctors gave him a few years. But he lived for more than 5 decades. He defied expectations. He wrote bestsellers books, reshaped how we understand the universe, and inspired millions. But as his knowledge deepened, his view of God grew colder. In his final years, he said, "There is no God. Religion is just a fairy tale." The media elevated those words as if his brilliance automatically equals truth. But truth doesn't change just because a scientist says it louder from a wheelchair. The Bible quietly responds. The fool says in his heart, "There is no God." And again, professing to be wise, they became fools. Romans 1:22. Hawking had wisdom, but wisdom without humility is still rebellion. Here's something people don't often talk about. A person can map the galaxies and still miss the one who created them. You can explain time, space, and gravity and still be blind to eternity. God doesn't measure intelligence, he measures the soul. And when Stephen Hawking took his final breath, he stood before the very God he denied. But this story isn't really about him, it's about us. You. You don't have to be a genius to drift from truth. You just need pride. And pride, it always ends the same way. The grave doesn't care how smart you were, but heaven does care who you trusted. Hawking mocked the idea of God, but Scripture reminds us God is not to be mocked. The difference? You still have time.